Have you noticed empty shelves at your retail stores lately? Global supply chains have been under a lot of strain in the recent years. But there is a shift currently underway, and one country is emerging as a major player: India. This next report delves into why companies are reshoring from China and setting up their shop in India. Take a look. We leave you with this report. Do stay tuned. News and updates will follow on the other side.
For decades, China has been the world's manufacturing powerhouse. Low labor costs were the big draw, but times are changing. A recent study by Boston Consulting Group found that over 90% of North American manufacturers have moved some production out of China in the past 5 years. Rising wages, trade tensions, and pandemic disruptions are forcing companies to rethink their strategies. But now India enters the game with its massive and competitive workforce. India's labor pool is not only large, but also increasingly skilled, which is crucial in today's automated manufacturing environment. The cost advantage is shifting too. While China's dominance was built on cheap labor, India is now seen as a more cost-effective alternative.
The ease of doing business, and that alludes to the digitalization, the corporate tax corporate tax rates coming down in line with the rest of its Asian peers, GST, all that. That's kind of addressed a lot of the issues that made investors and businesses hesitant about scaling up in India. That combined now with the size of the growing middle class, it's very easy to, and the demographics, it's very easy to see India on a sustained basis having a long-term potential growth of somewhere between 7.5%.
But it's not just about labor costs. India's strategic location in Asia makes it ideal for serving the booming regional markets. This cuts down the shipping times and costs compared to manufacturing halfway across the world. The Indian government is playing a big role in this shift. They're actively wooing foreign investments with special economic zones, offering tax breaks and streamlined regulation. They're also investing heavily in infrastructure upgrades, making it easier for manufacturers to move goods efficiently. Foreign investors are keeping an eye out on the new policies that will be implemented after the formation of the new government.
Continuity in government, continuity on the move to try to make India become that next best place for global manufacturing is great. But I would say trade policy improvement and improvements in some of the domestic reforms that hadn't been touched on before, like consolidating GST things. So there are some changes that need to happen, not just continuity, I think, to make India more attractive to investors.
Reshoring is a complex process, and India has challenges to overcome. Bureaucracy and red tape can still be hurdles. But with large and growing domestic markets, a skilled workforce, and a government committed to attracting investment, India is well poised to become a major manufacturing hub. This trend is only expected to accelerate in the coming years, reshaping the global supply chain landscape. Business Bureau, WION, World is One.